Tuesday night saw the long-awaited premiere of Green Days by the River at the National Academy for the Performing Arts. Set in 1952 Mayaro, the film is created from the novel of the same name by author Michael Anthony. Patrons were excited to take part in the historic showing of a work so well known by many. Marie-Therese Bernard tells us more.
I still can't believe that it's going to be on the big screen.
Michael Anthony's words as he attended the premiere of the movie Green Days by the River, his well-renowned novel brought to life.
Come here.
Ain't he the man who Rosalie did show the place when all of them just moved up here last month?
Rosalie?
That's my room.
The excitement was palpable as the readers of the book came to view the film, which was 3 years in the making. Lead actor Leonard or Omar Charas said he was thrilled by the experience and that the film reflected true life.
A little overwhelming, but also it's very exciting because something I always pursued and wanted to do. And no matter how much times people told me, you know, this is a wrong way to go, I'm still striving towards doing it, and I'm still striving towards better things. So yeah, it's really exciting. Especially teenagers, it applies to it so much in terms of like the girlfriends and boyfriends and how you slime with your friends on the block and things like that. It does a real apply, yeah.
Nadia Kanthai said playing the part of Rosalie, her favorite character in a book which affected her young life, was sensational.
This was a book that I read when I was actually 11 years old. I had just written essay, and my mom was a literature student, so she did like all these local literature books. She bought all of them for me, and a lot were Michael Anthony's books. And I read Green Days, and that was honestly, to this day, it's still one of my favorites.
19-year-old Vanessa Bartholomew, or Joan, the other part of the love triangle in the book, said she certainly learned life lessons from the film.
And I think the film, really taught me, to choose wisely and don't put yourself in a big love triangle and whatnot. But also, it really helped. It showed the different challenges that you go through in life, and how hard it is. People think it's really easy when you're a teenager and you have life easy, but you face a lot of different things coming in to a young adult.
Green Days by the River is part of the 12th annual Trinidad and Tobago Film Festival and guaranteed to touch the heart of many Trinbagonians who read the novel at school or for fun. Marie-Therese Bernard, C News.
The Trinidad and Tobago Film Festival has culled the talent of this and other Caribbean countries over 12 years. Despite economic challenges, the gala has grown and blossomed with a record number of offerings being seen this year. Producer and lecturer Bruce Paddington drew attention to this legacy, acknowledging that the history of the film in Trinidad and Tobago was not an easy one for this creative genre.
Local productions, however, did not really come to the fore until the 1970s, with films like The Right and the Wrong and BIM. So why do I mention all of this? It's because where we are now, NAPA, was built on the site of the old Princess Building. And tonight, 117 years later, the Trinidad and Tobago Film Festival has brought film back to its roots.
He noted the film festival itself is rich fodder for the productive works of playwrights, producers, actors, and others in the film industry.
We are showing over 120 films, mainly from Trinidad and Tobago and the Caribbean. And there are so many local quality entries that on Republic Day, September 24th, we're screening 100% Trinidad and Tobago productions as part of the celebrations of Patriotism Month.
While Flo's Cindy Ann Gatt said, "We have to preserve our cultural inheritance, especially in the face of difficult natural crises."
Given what has happened this year for the hurricane season, we must support what belongs to us. Build together. Stories are being written now that will be told on film later. While we celebrate and admire the creative value that we have, the film festival is also an opportunity to demonstrate that a cultural industry can be sustained.
She said she hopes other businesses will come on board with support for the work of the film industry. Ms. Gatt and Mr. Paddington insisted that the time is right for investment in the inspirational specimens from artists from the region and our nation, despite the challenges we face today.